Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And over on the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for Kevin Durant.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Here's the starting group for Houston. We'll see Durant and Smith playing up at forward. Then there's Amen Thompson. Then it's Alperen Sengun. And it's Okogie in at the shooting guard position. And for the Warriors, Butler is the 4, and Green operates as the small ball center. Then there's Moody. Then it's Curry. And Richard. Pass to Curry. So, Craig, when you're in the first game of a back-to-back, how much focus slips into already looking towards the second game?
Well, from a player's perspective, not much. But from the view of a coach, it has to creep in some in terms of making sure you don't overplay your stars.
And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. Back to Durant. There's the 3. Curry with the rebound. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. The first thing on his mind was not letting Kevin Durant beat them. He said, quote, even if it means playing off other guys, we cannot let KD get comfortable. We have to be right up in his jersey the entire game. We're going to see some aggressive D on Durant tonight by the sound of this. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you.
And one thing about Draymond, he almost invites contact.
Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring?
Curry with it. Picked up by Thompson. Here's Green. No good off the back of the rim.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Smith, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. Curry is just lethal from outside.
Houston moving the ball around. Durant for 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Outside Butler. And the rejection by Smith.
A relentless defender. Smith proving how disruptive he can be on that end.
The Warriors leading. Here's Richard. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Thompson. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Using his strength and athleticism, plays like this from Butler just motivates his team.
Smith outside. Thompson passes to Smith. To the inside. Durant. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Durant's got 6.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Good.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
Now here's Curry. 6 points for him. Beyond the arc. Buries it from 3-point range. Curry's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Inside, here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Oh, he threw that one down. Adams, one of the fiercest competitors in the league.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Guys, one of the more lengthy free agency sagas revolved around Jonathan Kuminga, and many thought his time was up in Golden State. He saw fewer and fewer minutes down the stretch of last season and into their playoff run. But when Kuminga tested free agency, tested potential sign and trade deals, nobody seemed to be the exact right fit. So eventually, he took the Warriors' offer. Guys, we'll see just how long this lasts, but for now, he'll continue to be in that Golden State uniform.
We'll continue to track that story. Okay, Shams, thanks for the report. Here's Shepard. Following the basket by Jonathan Kuminga. Here's Finney Smith. Drills it from outside.
Finney Smith. Yeah, you can get used to that from Shepard. He likes to keep the ball moving.
There's 42 seconds left in the first. Down low, here's Horford. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Shepard with the ball. He's defended by Podziemski, and he's good on the three ball.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
These teams, they are built to score, so.
Shot by Podziemski, no good. And stolen by Horford. Got it off in time. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Warriors lead by... And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
So on the floor for Houston, Steven Adams is out there with Alperen Şengün. Then there's Jae'Sean Tate. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Shepard in at the one spot.
And how about the floater there for Butler? That shot is deadly. You just never know when he's going to use it.
Shepard, the pass to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, there's a resemblance in Alperen Şengün's game. Coach Udoka said he's got a little bit of Joker in him. That's the first thing you'll see. Şengün acknowledged the comparison, adding our passing skills and touch under the rim is similar, but Joker is like monster level. I want to get to that level. Kevin?
He is clearly on the rise. Thank you, Allie. When you want a momentum swing, RJ, get Jonathan Kuminga in there. He can do the job.
We know that, Kevin, because we see his energy shift in the game. He defies expectations and even sometimes gravity with all the things he can do on the floor.
Butler passes to Horford and finished off by Horford.
Love the dunk from Horford. He doesn't mess around when he gets inside.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Green is checked in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for Hield. Houston also making some changes. Durant's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Amen Thompson subbed in for Tate. KD on the wing. Oh, the silky smooth three from KD.
Hard to stop Durant when he's set up like this. He's so well positioned to score.
It's Curry outside. Hits it from three-point range. Curry's gotten 12 points in the game.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Tate, he's checked in for the Rockets. Curry outside. It's rebounded by Houston. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Durant down low. He's defended by Podziemski.
Okay, normally the guy is a sleeper, but those were two loud points there by Kevin Durant.
Right side, Butler. And it's blocked by Şengün. To the middle. And Thompson kicks to Şengün. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a loss to Houston.
Yeah, and the second chance points, guys, mean a lot over the course of a game. And they just had so few opportunities. And I think that was their Achilles heel.
And when you're giving up offensive boards, it's a simple fix. You need to raise your effort level.
A highly talented two-way player, Butler is also known for his tough-nosed approach to the game.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Smith checked in for Adams. And Okogie subbed in for Tate. Smith with a wide open look. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Smith's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And you look at these Rockets, Greg, pretty fearsome on the defensive end.
I mean, great length and athleticism on the wings, and a defensive-minded coach in Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it, no doubt about it.
Connects from three-point range. Curry's got a pair of triples in the second half for the Warriors. Kuminga against Durant. Pass to Okogie. Smith for three. Podziemski grabs the board.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
Durant with a wide open look. Offline with his three.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And it's Butler missing. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. 7-point differential. It's off to Utah after this game where they'll face the Jazz. That will be the fourth of the string of 5 played on the road.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
Şengün with the screen for Durant. The Rockets with another miss.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line. It's going to send Kevin Durant to the line. Jonathan Kuminga picks one up, and this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And they have really leaned on his free throw shooting at times this season. He's been there for them, too, with 88% from the line.
Houston making a switch. Capella's checked in. Curry against Thompson. 4 on the clock. Green, no luck. Outside Durant. Drains the three-pointer. Durant's got 17 now.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Warriors. He's raised his three-point total to 6 now. A lot of points from beyond the arc. We've got more in store for you right after this.
This is why so many teams are trying to play with pace. The defense just couldn't match up with them in the space.
And now let's... And that's all for us. Now it's...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Butler is the 4, and Green operates as the small ball center. Then there's Moses Moody. Then there's Stephen Curry and Richard. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Daring anyone to stop him, KD. And Greg, you were a point guard. How has that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more of the court that has to be covered and the style, you have to score more now to play the position. I think shooting becomes incredibly important. And then defensively, with all the switching, you got to be able to hold up against size and play all over the floor.
Oh, tough play by Butler.
Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
Durant feeling it out a bit. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
If you feed KD, this man is going to do this all night long.
Beautiful stroke from Curry on the 3.
Ooh, coming out hot, hot, hot. 4 out of 4 for the field. Okay.
Durant finds Şengün. Back to KD. Şengün with the screen for Durant. Goes up the baseline. The Warriors pull it in. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. Here's Butler. That one wide left.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And Jimmy Butler is what some might call an old-school kind of player. Would you agree, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, he's all toughness, grit, and basketball IQ. A tone setter at the defensive end who plays unselfishly. That guy is all about winning.
Outside Durant. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. They get Stephen Curry.
And Durant is just a true hooper. He has never stopped working on his game, and we all know he also watches a ton of basketball games.
Kuminga's come in for the Warriors. Outside, Kuminga. Back to Curry, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Kuminga. Why don't we now look at the league's highest scoring teams? The real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. 5th best, the Rockets.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
Here's KD. And good that time. Durant's got it back down to single digits for the Rockets.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
Back to Curry. A 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Curry's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for the Warriors. Pass to Okogie. Kuminga against Durant. Durant connects inside.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully, that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally. Outside, Green.
2 minutes remaining.
Curry outside. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got 3 assists tonight. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Rockets have brought in the right veterans. Coach Ime Udoka said, quote, their approach rubbed off on our entire team. We can only teach so much, but you have to have guys that have carved out their niche in the league with that edge and that defensive mentality. It was invaluable for our team. Back to you, Kevin.
You know, they've got that grit. Thank you, Allie. RJ, there were questions about the 2 timeline approaching Golden State, but some of those young guys have made a difference.
And some haven't. But those team-friendly contracts of those younger players, that's one advantage. And a way to keep that energetic talent around their young stars.
Right side, Butler. The body control from Butler. Wow.
The defense has to make it tougher for Butler. Can't give him that.
Curry against Thompson. Pass to Durant. To the paint. Here's Şengün. And he uses the glass on the layup. Şengün's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. RJ, when you talk about Jimmy Butler, he is definitely a tone setter.
Yeah, Kevin. On the court and in the locker room, this man is tenacious. He lets you know exactly what he's thinking. Teams fear him, and sometimes his teammates do as well.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Al Horford. He's checked in for Draymond Green. Buddy Hield comes in for Moody. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Stephen Curry. In the corner, Finney Smith with it. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Adams.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Pass to Hield. 3-pointer. The shot missing. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. The Warriors on top, up by 12. It's the NBA on 2K. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Taking a look at the Rockets, we've got Shepard, Alperen Sengun out there with Steven Adams. Then there's Jae'Sean Tate, and it's Finney Smith in at the small forward position.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Butler, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Alperen Sengun.
You love how competitive Butler is. He insists on taking his shot despite the foul.
This past offseason, the Rockets had to find a balance, Richard, between adding talent and maintaining chemistry.
Yeah, that's because continuity was a big factor in their success. But they also understand that in order to win in the postseason, you need star power.
Outside, Kuminga. Outside, Butler. It's rebounded by Sengun. Sengun's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. That one goes. Count it.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
Stephen Curry's checked in for the Warriors. And a switch here also for Houston. Durant's checked in. And now, Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr had to say to the team. He was clapping in the huddle, saying to his guys, loving the effort right now. Keep the intensity on them. Leave no doubt in their mind that this game is ours. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. Sengun with a wide-open look. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
Sengun obviously liked that look. He's a selective three-point shooter, though.
Got that one up quick. Curry's got 15 points here in the second half.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Outside, KD. Pachinski grabs the board. Warriors leading by 9. Shoots the 3. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Pass to Shepard. Fires from the line. Another shot. And KD the bucket on the assist from Shepard. Durant's got 30.
Just maybe the best scoring forward of all time, and by maybe I mean he is. Yet again, it's Durant with a big night.
Now Butler. Curry fires a three-pointer. Good.
Ooh, he's been the guy tonight. Really impressive performance.
Rockets trail by 13. And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Houston making some changes. Let's check in for Adams. Okogie comes in for Tate. And Thompson in for Shepard. Now Durant. Here's Sengun. The long shot, no good. Now Green, Butler outside. Now Green launches it. Another chance here. Durant with the rebound. And KD's got the ball here for the Houston Rockets. It's a 13-point game. The 3 goes down.
If there are any better pull-up shooters than Durant in the NBA, it's a very short list. All a defender can do really is just hope he misses.
Misses the three.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Ooh, Durant with a strong finish inside.
Teams have always tried to be physical with KD in the paint. Tried being the key word.
Curry. Rebounded by Thompson. It's trailed by 8. For 3. Crane from outside.
A pretty free look from three-point range. The D forgot about him on that possession.
Big three right there, especially at this point in the game.
And here is Butler. And just miss after miss right now. Here's Durant. 1:02 left in the fourth quarter. No good. Golden State's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen.
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
Houston's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Durant got it.
What a big shot from Durant. This guy is the definition of clutch.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
They can more or less wrap it up right here.
This has to be a very smart possession.
Curry, jumper is off.
No time to waste on this possession.
Clock working against them right now.
Count it.
Tenacious on the attack. Thompson is fantastic at finding lanes to the basket.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
Gets them to fall, and those are huge free throws. It's now a 2-possession game.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Durant, it drops.
They needed points, and KD comes through. Who else did you expect?
And an intentional foul right there.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game. Here's Houston now. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Durant. It's the 13-footer. That shot, no good. And now we've got the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Fifth team foul. At the line for your Warriors.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game. And that's an intentional foul.
You know, give him credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he ends up making the second, and that stretches their lead to 8. It's good! So we see the Warriors get the win here. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, and just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
Thanks, guys. Jimmy, a hard-fought win. Talk about the mentality of this team.
Never giving up on any play, man. And and playing through the end. That's who we are, man. I take this one. I like this win.
We'll take it. Thanks, Jimmy.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. And that'll do it, folks. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight's presentation.